What's up guys, welcome back. My name's Jay. Today I want to talk about the Olight M2R Pro. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here it is. This is Olight's latest tactical flashlight. It is the Warrior M2R Pro. In the box, when you get this, you're going to get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It is a 21700 battery. Produces 1800 lumens of light with a 300 meter throw on turbo mode. It does have magnetic charging. Comes with a 2 amp magnetic charger that you charge right here through the tail cap, which is super slick. I really like that. Easy on, easy off. And then it has a crenellated strike bezel and a detachable pocket clip, and we're going to talk about both of those things. And just kind of give you guys a quick rundown of the specs. So turbo mode is 1800 lumens for 4.5 minutes. That will then step down to high mode, which is 750 lumens, and that will run for 145 minutes. And then you have, it will step down to medium 1 mode, which is 250 lumens for 45 minutes. And then, so that's for turbo mode, and then step down over time, right? So high mode by itself is 750 lumens for 160 minutes versus the 145 where you used turbo mode before that. And then that will step down to 250 lumens for 40 minutes. And then medium 1 is 250 lumens for 10 hours, medium 2 is 60 lumens for 40 hours, low is 15 lumens for 130 hours, and then you have a moonlight mode, which is for 50 days. Real quick, the length of this flashlight is 5.37 inches with a diameter of 1.16 inches and weighs roughly 6.31 ounces. So super lightweight, really not that big. I think it's on the larger size for everyday carry, but certainly very doable for everyday carry. Let's talk about the dislikes first, and I only have 2 of them. So let's just front load that first. So the first dislike is this strike bezel. It is super sharp. It's like I can roll it around. It's not going to cut my fingers, so it's not like, you know, razor sharp, but it's sharp. You know what I mean? Like it's you're going to be able to get some pain compliance out of that. But what that also does, and for how I carry these, and I know your mileage might be different, but if I wanted to carry this bezel down by switching out the or switching around the clip here, sorry while I struggle through the camera, say I wanted to carry it like that for a more concealed, deeper pocket carry, where the bezel is down into the pocket, that's going to tear up my pockets, you know. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be buying new jeans like every 3 months and stuff. So you know, it kind of forces you to either carry with the pouch that it comes with, which we're going to talk about, or you know, you carry with the bezel up. And I actually prefer to carry bezel up, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But that's just one thing. The second thing I disliked about this flashlight, and it's you know, the final thing I dislike about it, is this pocket clip itself. So the problem with this pocket clip is that this raised piece right here, and I'm going to get into why I think they did it like that, but this raised piece right here really becomes a hot spot when you're clamping down on the light. For where I typically hold my lights, I mean, either way, it's digging into my pinky, and that's just not my jam. Same thing if I was going to use it like in an administrative mode, not like a tactical way of holding it, but more of a, you know, kind of everyday walking your dog, whatever. Even then, it's still digging into my fingers. Now you can overcome that. Absolutely. You can, you know, with time using it, you're going to learn, right, how to hold this flashlight. But it's just something that you need to adjust to. When I first got it, I mean, that was a real hot spot for me right there. So just keep that in mind. But why I think they have that there so you have leverage if you had to use it as a weapon to obtain some type of pain compliance or in some defensive situation. That's to give you some leverage for using that strike bezel there. So I absolutely understand why they put it on there. Just maybe the execution of it isn't that fantastic. I wish they maybe just brought it forward a little bit more, maybe brought it to the very edge here, then curled it up. Perhaps would have been better. So, but in terms of dislikes, that's it, right? That's really it. Things I love about this flashlight. So I've been, into like everyday carry and firearms and different things since probably 2013. Realistically before that, but I didn't start really doing EDC until like 2013. So, one of the things I love about this flashlight is really the UI behind it, or the user interface behind it. It's very unique. I haven't seen anybody else do this. If you do know somebody else doing it, put it in the comments below. Let me know. I'm not trying to false sell you guys here or to pump you up over Olight, but the UI on this is really unique, and I'm just in love with it. So let's get into that a little bit. So let's first talk about moonlight mode on this. And when I first heard about moonlight mode, I was like, I'll probably never use that. But I actually end up using it every single day. So moonlight mode, I'm going to call this the admin button. All right, you guys can call it whatever you want. I refer to it as the admin button. This is the tactical button for me. That's just how my mind works. So the admin button, or the power button on the head of the flashlight, if you press and hold that for 3 seconds, you're going to go to what they call moonlight mode, and this is 1 lumen. So this would last you for 50 days, or 150 days. I believe it's actually 150. No, I'm sorry. It's 1 lumen for 50 days is what that would last you on this mode. So this is just 1 lumen of light. And I use this every single day, and I didn't think I would. But my dog, she gets me out of bed at like 5:30 in the morning. It's winter time, so it's dark out. I don't want to wake up the fiance, so I don't want to put on any lights and disturb her. So I grab this flashlight and I put it on moonlight mode, and I do my thing. I get ready. I take the dog out, and it's no fuss. So really love that mode. From here, if you press and hold, you're going to go to low, which is going to give you 15 lumens of light. This would last for 130 hours. I don't really use this mode. I'm not really sure what you would use it for. Perhaps if you were in a movie theater or something like that, but I think under that circumstance, I would probably just use the moonlight mode, to be honest with you. But anyways, from here, you're going to go to medium 2, which is 60 lumens of light. This would last you for 40 hours. And then here, again, we're going to go press and hold. And that's going to take you to medium 1, which is 250 lumens of light, and that would last you for 10 hours. Now, I think this is a really good light output for everyday administrative needs, right? So I'm talking like you drop your keys underneath your car seat. You need a quick light so you can put the keys in your front door, something along those lines, right? That would be like an administrative need. I think that's a really good level of light for that. From here, you're going to go to high, which is 750 lumens. That would last for 160 minutes. So same thing, right? Press and hold. You're going to get that 750. I use this level of light output when I let my dog out in the backyard at night. She's out there doing her thing, and I want to be able to shine a light on her, find out where she is, and get her back inside the house. I use the 750 lumens for that, so that way it has a farther throw, and I can identify her from a greater distance. So that's what I really use the 750 for. For everyday administrative needs, I don't use the turbo mode at all. Okay, we're gonna talk about turbo mode and some unique features of this flashlight in just a quick second. But for everyday purposes, I don't touch that mode. Okay. So other things you can do, you can get into turbo mode using the administrative button. That is two clicks. So that is 1800 lumens of light right there. I'll just do that again. It's 2 quick hits. And then to get into strobe mode, so warning if you have epilepsy, you might want to look the other way. you would do 3 hits of the administrative button. So 1, 2, 3, and then there that is. So that's pretty much how you access turbo mode and the strobe light mode using the administrative button. So the way I have this set up though is that this tail cap, this button here for actuation, is actually programmable. So you can set it up one of 2 ways, and I set them up into there's a tactical way of having it set up, and then there's an administrative way of having it set up. So let's talk about how I have it set up, which is the tactical way. So if you press and hold, or I'm sorry, if you press halfway on the tail cap button, that's going to give you turbo mode, okay? And then again, epilepsy warning, right? We're going to do strobe. If you push all the way in, it's going to strobe. So to change that programming, what you want to do is you push in the tail cap and strobe light warning again, and then push that admin button. It's now going to change how that works. So now if I push halfway in, it's going to bring me to 250 lumens of light. And if I go all the way in, it's now going to give me turbo mode. And if I do one full on, it's going to stay in turbo mode, and then it will step down to high, and then step up, step down again to medium 1. I just think that's more of an administrative use of this flashlight, to use this flashlight like that, in that manner. And if you're EDCing, a flashlight, I think you understand the potential to have to use it in a self-defense situation. So the way I have mine set up, I think is kind of more conducive to that. Because, I don't really use this for work or anything like that. This is just kind of more, I want it just in case I need it, okay? So if you're out to dinner with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, you're leaving a movie theater, it's late at night, and say there's a drunk guy, he's coming at you, he's trying to bother you guys, he's getting really aggressive. Something that you can do that's certainly not a situation, depending on what he's doing, obviously, where you're gonna immediately pull out pepper spray and start spraying this guy down with some hot sauce, right? That's probably not what you're gonna do. It's also not a situation that warrants lethal force. So if you're carrying a firearm, you're certainly not going to present your firearm to this guy who's coming at you, being aggressive, asking for money or something like that. But what you could do is, be like, hey buddy, we're not interested, step back, we're trying to have a good time. He doesn't step back, continues to come out at you. You hit him with the turbo mode, you blind him. It gives you an opportunity to create some distance. You don't have to put any thought into it. You don't have to think about how many times do I have to click this in order to get there. And if he still comes at you, and then just a strobe light warning mode, hit him with the strobe, and it's going to disorient him. And now you get even more time to escape and evade. So, I like the way that they really thought this through on how this light would be used in a self-defense situation. And I think it's the ability to have that programmed into the tail cap, just the versatility this offers you is just really tremendous. And like I said before, I don't think anybody else is doing anything like that. So that's some of my thoughts on the M2R Pro. I love this flashlight. This is absolutely my everyday flashlight now. Before this, I carried the Stryon. Like I said before, was carrying this back in like 2013 all the way up to like 2019, I think. Just some size comparison there. The M2R is a little bit shorter, and it's actually a little bit thinner in diameter, in my opinion, if you can see that. But it's no knock against Streamlight. It's still a fantastic flashlight. My fiance uses it every night to walk the dog with it. So tremendous flashlight, quality product, don't get me wrong, but for my purposes and how I think I use light, this is it for me. When I need to find keys and put keys into a door and all that fun stuff, I got time to find the admin button. Under pressure, somebody's coming at you, they're being aggressive, you don't have time to try to sit there and find that. You just know it's on the tail cap, right? Boom, hit them with the light, get them to back off, or at least make them second guess what they're doing. The other thing I want to talk about with this flashlight is the value that you get with this flashlight. So when I bought this Streamlight back in 2013, it was like $150. Now, I can't exactly remember exactly what I paid, but it was somewhere in that ballpark of like $150. and you had to pay for the charger separately and all this other stuff. So it was an expensive purchase. This was like 110 bucks, this flashlight here. It's brighter, it is quality. I mean, the metals that they're using for this, I really actually like that blue that they're using on their bezels for this. It's just really stylish, really enjoy that. But when I opened up the packaging and I saw this nylon pouch, I was kind of blown away, to be honest with you. So this nylon pouch is super quality. Let me just put the flashlight in here. But yeah, I mean, just super quality, and talk about great value for money. Olight is bringing to market. It's just really fantastic. I'm not somebody who really, pouch carries anything or sheath carries anything. Like when I carry a Leatherman, it's on a pocket clip. When I carry a flashlight, it's typically on a pocket clip or just in my back pocket. So when I opened up and saw this, not that I would probably use it, although I can think of some uses for it. I wouldn't use it on my belt line, that's for sure. Your mileage may vary, you can do what you want. But for me, I wouldn't carry it that way, but this sheath is super quality. And just the value that they're bringing is really astonishing. So this sheath, it can be, obviously through your belt loop there, and sit on your belt. They got a D-ring, so you can attach it to a carabiner or whatever. And then you can also run it through MOLLE, if you want to run it through MOLLE. So I mean, the versatility and the value that Olight is bringing to market is second to none right now, in my opinion. I mean, this is just a tremendous flashlight. It offers tremendous value. And I'm certainly not paid by Olight by any means, but you should really think about if this is something that you're into. If you have a need for something like this, really give them a good hard look before you look at somebody like Streamlight or Surefire. Now, those aren't great quality products. They will last you a long time because they are, but this is also a great quality product that's going to last me a long time. So for the value that you're getting here, this is really, really tremendous. One of the things, after seeing this pouch, I thought about doing was getting some type of MOLLE plate to sit on the back of my passenger seat, and then I could run this pouch through there, have another Olight sitting in there, sitting inside my truck for me whenever I need it, and having a med kit and stuff like that ready to go inside my truck. So just a really, really tremendous package they're bringing to market here. So that's it for the review. I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope it kind of gave you some insight into the light, and maybe some ideas on how to use it in everyday carry purpose. But with that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.